All, empowering them to grow, build sustainable competitive advantage, and drive positive societal impact. It is said that when innovation has no borders, culture is key. And so we needed to tweak the culture of Ghana Export Promotion Authority a little bit to impact our clients on being adventurous, to innovate, to take the world. The team at GEPA, working together, leverage on the relationships we had with agencies like ours around the continent for the sake of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which we had signed on to, and our international partners, including the International Trade Center under the WTO, UK Institute of Trade, etc., to bring a diversity to our team which only can be delivered or achieved by the close collaboration in finding new and strategic markets for our products and services, and also a deep industry and functional expertise, plus a range of perspectives that question the status quo and spark change. The change that we need so badly to achieve our aim. But most importantly, we needed to push more of our products and services onto the global market. After equipping our human resources with the tools.
So today has been a very momentous day for a group of citizens of this country who are hard-working citizens working in various corporate organizations, yet have decided that they needed education, especially education that will help them in whatever sphere they find themselves. And so they have been working so hard, getting certificates, getting executive MBAs, and even doctorates to pursue their lives as professionals who are working hard to add to all that we want to see our country achieve in this world today. That's why we came, and it's been very, very interesting. The theme was on Born Global, Innovators Without Borders, and I happen to be the guest speaker on this particular theme. And I think that it resonates very well with where I am, and what I do as the CEO of the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. I mean, if we don't innovate, if we don't diversify, if we don't explore the market as quickly as the world is going, we will be left behind. So as much as we can, we are working with exporters, we are working with those who have been in this business for long, who are doing it already, but we are also quickening the pace for potential exporters and manufacturers and people who want to put their products and services on the global market. As Ghanaians, of course, we may not all accept the same things, we may all not want the same things, we may disagree, but in our disagreement, let us show some dignity. And let us desist from insulting each other. We are all related to each other in one way or the other. We come from one Ghana. If this country is a very safe country. This country is a very safe country. Sometimes it's good that people talk, and we are allowed to talk in this country. And that is why we are safe, because we are allowed to talk. But just that in our talk, we should respect each other. Because if you go to other countries, they are not even allowed to talk. People are not even allowed to express their feelings. The country looks so calm, everybody is so quiet, but you feel the tension and the uneasiness underneath the calmness. But Ghana is not like that. Ghana, everybody talks. It's just that we should comport ourselves in our dealings with each other.
Graduation ceremony, as we normally do. And we graduated 12 students in our executive MBA program, and about 3 in our DBA program. Both programs we do with SBS Swiss Business School. So you saw the Dean, Dr. Bertwold, in the ceremony. The other people that we graduated were from our certificate programs. We have the Certified Innovation Professional Program. We have the Certified Strategy Professional Program. and a certified expert in sustainable finance program. And for those programs, we graduated about 20 people. Now, the theme of our program today was Born Global, Innovators Without Borders. If you have followed Nibs over the years, we are 10 years now, almost 10 years. Over the years, every year when we have graduations, we take a theme on innovation. This school is built on innovation. So every year we take one theme that we discuss. And this year's or this November's theme, which is Born Global, Innovators Without Borders, is really very important and apt to the occasion. And the occasion is that, our current situation in Ghana, we face so many problems, right? So what we want to kind of emphasize to our students and the public is that Born Global is simply starting your business, your organization with a mindset that the market, the global is your market. You don't start the business or the organization with a mindset that your market is very restricted to Ghana. Ghana is a very small country, right? And this theme comes out of research that started way back in 1993, when Australian firms, small firms that have just started, only 2-3 months old, were exporting. So they started with exporting, which was against the prevailing theory at that time, internalization theory, which says that organizations do export after they've kind of get experience in the country and in the region before they go overseas, or far away, right? So what we are trying to understand and let people understand is that our programs are designed for people who think that when they start anything, the world is their market. And so that was the reason why we chose that theme. And it's very important because it not only applies to your business, but also applies to yourself. Like I was telling the graduates, when you discover something that we want you to discover in the doctorate program, when you lead that thing, you need to share. Sharing means you don't have to, subscribe it within the context of Ghana. You have to share overseas. You have to share across, not only in your family, not only in your business. To have impact, you need to share across the world. And that is why some of us, have kind of managed our academic life so far. We share. We publish, and then other people from other countries use the ideas in order to do their own work. So the same thing we want people, business people and graduates to understand. When you do anything, when you discover any new idea, when you discover any innovation, you really need to share. The other theme that associated theme that I brought up was the notion of ambidextrous leadership. Now, this is a big word, an academic word, but simply it means that every leader, your responsibility is to take the organization to the future. Not only to the present, but also to the future. So leaders have two main functions, right? The first one is that you ensure that you exploit your resources, you run the business, the organization to be successful today. But simultaneously, at the same time, you have to transform the business. You have to change the business to survive tomorrow. Now, this is a task that not a lot of leaders can do. In fact, research shows that only about 35% of leaders do this dual activity, dual thing. They have this dual thinking, right? Most leaders have the thinking about the present. How do I make my organization survive today? Few people think simultaneously about how to do that for the future. So I brought that in to ensure that people start thinking along the lines of when you're born global, your mindset is big, but your responsibility is complex. And it's a paradox. How do I survive in Ghana, but how do I survive somewhere else? How do I survive in my current market, and how do I survive in the future market? So these are the two ideas that we were trying to bring across. And I think it's pertinent to what we have in Ghana at the moment. The one thing I want to touch on is that now we started this school in 2014 with a major vision to transform and democratize the doctoral education. most people that come here never thought they would do a doctorate program because they're busy working and things like that. And most people actually never thought they had the capability to do a doctorate program. So we have to build a new model, a new educational model for people like that to be able to participate and do well. The second thing is that if you look closely, we actually turned over the education model because most schools will start with undergraduate. Remember? We are the only school, perhaps in the world, that started with a doctorate, right? And when I say that, I do give congratulations to the GTEC, which actually saw the vision that we saw and actually accredited us to do this, right? So that's the first point I want to make. The second point I want to make is that by the end of this year, we'll be 10 years, and hopefully we'll get our charter. And when we have our charter, that means that now we can offer our own degrees, right? And that brings a lot of opportunities to us, going overseas, exploring other markets, making sure that we can develop pertinent programs. Because when you're in partnership like we've been for the past 10 years, sometimes very difficult to do new things because your partner will not agree, right? And we've gone through that many times. But when we are free as an independent institution, we can do a lot of things. Already we've started developing about 4 new master programs, which are specific master programs, not general programs. We have programs in fintech management, which is the first in Ghana. We have program in service design and management and leadership, which is the first in Ghana. We have a program in master of business leadership, which is the first in Ghana. And I think the 4th program is also first in Ghana, which is the master of public sector innovation and leadership. So these are programs that we couldn't have developed if we were not going to be independent, right? So my kind of subtle message is that if you want to explore innovative ideas in any work situation you find yourself, you should come to Nibs. Because here we have the faculty, we have the models, we have the enthusiasm to actually create leaders that do new things and implement new things rather than just the ordinary stuff that we've happened.
I also want to recognize Professor Kweku Otianyeni-Jima, the founder and president of NIBS, whose vision and leadership have paved the way for us to have this educational, incredible experience. Your dedication to shaping the next generation of global business leaders will forever be a beacon guiding us as we take on the world. A special thank you goes to Dr. Beth Walks, the academic dean of SBS Swiss Business School, who has taken the pain to travel all the way from Switzerland to be here with us. Aqua, Yedasi, Nami Shroud. To the NBIS faculty, we are extremely grateful for the insightful lectures coupled with real-life practical examples that have shaped the practical relevance of the NIBS SBS EMBA program. The depth of knowledge and practical experience you brought to each model has been pivotal in making this journey enriching and transformative. From the first day until now, your passion for teaching has ignited our curiosity and motivated us to push our boundaries. We would also like to extend our gratitude to our friends and family, whose love and encouragement have kept us grounded throughout this demanding. This journey has not just been about academic learning, but about personal and professional transformation. It has been a journey that challenged us to grow, to think critically, to lead, and to innovate. We entered this program as individuals with diverse backgrounds. We leave as a unified cohort with a shared vision to become global leaders, innovators without borders. The theme of Born Global Innovators Without Borders speaks directly to the essence of what this program has prepared us to be. We are no longer limited by geographical or conventional boundaries. We are ready to take on the global challenges, creating solutions that impact not just our local communities, but the world at large.
So I'm here today as a graduate, of Switzerland Business School, and collaboration with NIBS, and so I actually majored I did my thesis on the business side of Ghana movie industry, because I'm an actress, entrepreneur, and a philanthropist, and I believe that Ghana movie industry has a great future. We have to see the business side of what we do as actors and actresses in this country. There's so much money in our industry, and if we should look at it from that monetary aspect or monetary angle, we can actually employ almost 80% of the people in this country to be part of what we do. What we do create a lot of jobs for people out there. It's just that the awareness is not being created properly. And so for me, I came here to broaden the scope of my knowledge, and I believe whatever I've learned here will go out there to impact the lives and the people in my industry, and also impact the world as a whole and create jobs and help people in our community.